Let's jump to the hate list, headlined by Kenneth Walker III, K9, KW3, KW not many yards against the San Francisco 49ers, and now he gets TJ Watt, Cam Hayward, and the Steelers.
Yeah, KW 3 yards per carry is what we're talking about here. He played 40% of the snaps. That's not good. Played 40% of the snaps in week number 1. He saw 9 fewer snaps than Zach Charbonnet, Lawrence. Right? In fact, Zach Charbonnet saw twice as many red zone rush attempts as Ken Walker, including they had 1 goal-to-go rush attempt, and they gave it to Zach Charbonnet, not Ken Walker. You think about the game environment here for Seattle on the road at Pittsburgh. The over-under currently 40.5. It's the lowest game total of week 2. Seahawks actually have the 3rd lowest implied team total. So tough matchup on the road in the wrong side of a timeshare in what we expect to be a low-scoring affair. Yeah, Ken Walker is outside my top 30 for the week. He's my running back 34. I have Zach Charbonnet ranked ahead of him if you do want to start a Seahawks running back.
Our biggest worry with the Seattle Seahawks backfield, particularly with Kenneth Walker, was, well, how close is Zach Charbonnet going to be to, that 50, we was thinking 55-45 split. No, now none of us talked about Charbonnet out snapping, out touching him with the football. So this is a real danger zone if you drafted Kenneth Walker to be your running back 2.
Yep. Okay, let's jump.
Do you think, by the way, I feel bad. Now I'm thinking about this all, Jim, just thinking about this for a second.
The Traveler disaster?
No, the Traveler.
You can't name him the Walkler.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. But he doesn't get a nickname. He's he's on the wrong side of a committee. Please, when you're on the hate list, you don't get a fun nickname. But what I'm thinking about here is I'm thinking about. By the way, Traveler is absolutely going to stick. Regulars will back me up on this. It's this year's Bird Up. I'm telling you, America loves the Traveler. But what I'm going to tell you, Jay Croucher, is that I'm thinking about our big time commercial that you and I are filming after the show, and I feel bad. And I think Lawrence has nothing to endorse.
Listen,
so I wanted to turn to the regulars. I just wanted to turn to the regulars and say, Lawrence Jackson, like your logo here, Lawrence Jackson is available to promote your service, product, website, what have you. Just throw it into the chat if there's something
Have your people talk to my people.
I'm just saying, an effective sports spokesman, no, he's an effective spokesperson. I'm just saying, if you would like your brand,
I ain't gonna lie, Scott.
By a winner.
I ain't gonna lie, Scott. You ain't lying.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm worth more than I charge more than my worth. So yeah. You're right.
For those listening, Scott Kobe, not sure. Lawrence doesn't endorse anything because he charges too much. Smart man. So that's for those listening. For those watching as well, if you do want to endorse Lawrence, he doesn't have to wear this kind of golf polo type operation. He can wear whatever you want.
My price is my price.
Okay.
Right.
Again, the Ved FFH Happy Hour regular, whose name may or may not be Ved. Would you bench KW3 for Ridley or Hollywood Brown? P.S. Ved is my real first name. Yeah, solved.
Ved.
Yes, the Riddler question solved. Brown Gobbler. Kudos for hosting a great show every day. Always a all caps regular. I thought it was a smiley face. It's 2 exclamation marks. Thank you, Ved.
The Vedler.
Cool first name.
Appreciate it.
The Vedler.
The Vedler.
The Vedler.
Yeah. Yes. Now he's immediately climbed to second on the Ved power rankings behind Eddie Vedder.
Yes, I agree.
But there's still room to go.
And the answer is yes, Ved. I would. I would bench KW3 for Hollywood Brown. Honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly, we're not expecting. I think Hollywood Brown once again gets a massive target share in the Chiefs' home game against the Philadelphia Eagles. We saw that Dallas threw at will. I think that there's questions marks about the Eagles secondary as well. And they'll move. Hollywood Brown is an experienced enough wide receiver that they can move him all over the formation and kind of attack the weak parts of that Eagles secondary. I don't think they'll be able to run against Philly, so they're going to throw. And listen, CeeDee Lamb had a monster game against them and should have had an even bigger one.
Crazy.
So Hollywood Brown is the one that I would pick there.
Speaking of not being able to run against Philly, Lawrence, your man for the hate list is Isiah Pacheco.
Yeah, again, the snaps, 48% of the snaps on offense. Kareem Hunt had 40. Kareem Hunt actually came up with some key third downs in that game, too. 50% of the running back touches. For your top running back in fantasy, you like that number to be around at least 65, 70%. Oh, then there's the fact that the Eagles are tougher against the run than they are against the pass right now. Jalen Carter who got suspended famously in week 1. He's back in week 2. And again, I think the Chiefs are going to try to exploit this Eagles defense through the air as they're still trying to figure things out in the back end. Isiah Pacheco could have, if they're by the goal line, he could get in the end zone like that. But it's not going to be through volume. It's not going to be through efficient running. That's the only way Isiah Pacheco is going to be able to get it in this committee that he's in.
Yep, Jalen Carter back as well, no suspension for him, and he should help fortify the Eagles' run defense a bit. I'll throw DeAndre Swift onto the hate list.
Okay.
Didn't look great. Didn't look super explosive. I think that offense is going to have some growing pains just in general. It'd be nice if Caleb Williams could get the ball out a little bit quicker. And now he goes up against a Detroit rushing defense that, for all Detroit's sins against the Packers, the rushing defense was fine. It looked good. Josh Jacobs is not super efficient on the ground. It was a solid rush defense last year. They're healthier. Aiden Hutchinson back, defensive line. I think that's going to be a tough team to run on all year. And look, Detroit are 6-point favorites, so you'd expect Chicago to be in a bit of a throw script.
Yeah, for sure. The only thing that would give you confidence after Monday night and DeAndre Swift is volume.
Yeah.
And so again, as they're reasonably heavy underdogs in a game where we don't expect them to run the ball effectively, it would make sense that they're going to just have to bail on their run game. That DeAndre Swift is not going to get the volume that he saw in week 1. Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and RotoWorld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest Roto-World fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.